And we are back, G Mac and Winnie, coming at you with another edition of the Outlaw Blitz podcast. Big fella, let's get dangerous.
Yo, what's going on?
Not a lot, buddy. I came in a little T Swift today. I got a Swifty for a daughter, so and not for nothing, I like that beat to that song.
It is a good song.
It's all the in between, that it's just it's a cool song. And actually, when I was in New York City last weekend down at the Hard Rock Cafe, that thing was banging downstairs, and the video was up on all the videos. So it was pretty cool, especially like when you have the right type of speakers.
Yeah, yeah. Really that's where WWF New York was way back in the day.
Where the Hard Rock is?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I went there. I got pictures of me going in the bathroom where it says Jabronis.
Yep.
I think you've seen that picture.
Yeah,
I didn't know that's right where it was.
Yeah, that was the exact location.
So what was cool is I remember back in the day going in. Now that you say it, man, I really do remember it. So I remember we were walking in. They took us for our reservation. We went in, and I was like, "What's this?" And it was like a gorilla position. So you could do an entrance. So I came in like through the curtain. Yeah.
No, places. It was cool. It was great for that time frame, for the Attitude Era.
Yeah, yeah.
Sal's gay.
Of course.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Of course he is. He's back watching a bunch of boys play football today. There's no interest in the game, but that's where he is.
Where is he?
He's down at the exceptional senior game. He's there for Will Fiscaletti.
Oh, okay.
Fiscaletti and Ezra were the two Saugerties kids that got, and Ez didn't want to play. I don't blame him. It's fucking ice cold outside, and
where is it?
Your season's. It's probably, if I'm guessing, I'd say Middletown.
Is Fiscaletti looking to play beyond?
I think so.
High school.
He's going to play for college, somewhere.
There you go.
Somewhere. I did a little something this week, and we're gonna have a food review.
Oh Jesus!
I made G-Max Outlaw gummies.
You made them?
Perfectly legal in all 50 states. You can go to work and not get suspended for eating. They're not those kind of gummies.
Okay.
But I made these. I can show you the mold. You're looking at me like I'm trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I'm not. Look, here. There they are in the mold on my counter. You clearly see they're my counter.
What flavoring?
They're mostly cinnamon, but if you do the worm, that's apple cinnamon.
There's not enough room in here for me to do the worm.
Yeah. I'd love to see that. If that's the case, let's go now.
I'm terrified.
No. Apple cinnamon. They're not super hot. I'll eat one.
That's what I was wondering, if you were totally going to try to like flame my asshole out here.
No. So it has a little bit of a fireball cinnamon to it, but the apple cinnamon I think are great.
There's no alcohol.
No, nothing. Nope.
Okay.
So I think so the issue, not that the issue was, I've never done this, right? So I just was like, I want to try this. So I went to Michael's, I bought the stuff, and I figured it out. You're making it tighter, bro.
Yeah.
And I had this idea that
we're talking about Sal.
And I wanted to do, that would be blown apart.
The bag's wide open.
Yeah, with a worm. So I wanted to make apple cinnamon, but the thing is, I didn't know how much to mix. Like, the first time doing it, you're not really aware.
Right.
So next time I'm going to make a batch of apple and a batch of cinnamon, because I think combined they're really good. The cinnamon, it called for, like a teaspoon of cinnamon flavoring, and I could do a little bit less, I think, next time. Because it's got a little bite to it when it's just the cinnamon. Okay. And I got to figure out how to make them less sticky. Wait, what are you doing, man?
There's stuff to the bag, so I'm just going to tear the bag.
And I have a Swedish fish mold there.
I see that.
Swedish fish, drummer boys, and like Christmas lights.
Oh my God! If I buy you the butthole molds.
Oh, we'll just make them Sal's.
Right, we'll just make them Sal's.
We'll call them Sal's holes.
No, right.
We should just we'll call them BG asses.
BG asses. Nice. Yeah. All right, so this is apple
now,
cinnamon?
If you want to show it to the camera, it actually came out pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
The molds came out good.
Yeah. That's really good.
Not bad, right?
Not at all.
First time doing it, I thought they came out pretty good.
Yeah, cinnamon's definitely punchy.
Yeah, I think.
But good, not in a bad way.
I think the only thing I would do next time is just go a little bit lighter. Now I do have like cherry flavoring and raspberry. which next time I'll do the fish like
Right.
that. I think I'll just go a little bit lighter. I think I'll go. Yeah, cinnamon by itself it's got a little kick to it.
Yeah, but good.
But good. I think I'll just go a little lighter on the cinnamon next time. I held off on the cherry flavoring because I'm going to make lollipops tonight.
It does have that fireballish.
Yeah, they're good though, right?
Yeah, they are. They're really good.
And that's the drummer boy thing.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat it from the back.
Like Salwood.
Salwood.
Pretty good though, right?
They're damn good. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
GMAC Candy Company.
Yeah, GMAC Candy Company.
Nice.
Outlaw gummies or whatever. So it'd be cool if we could get our logo.
I was just thinking that. I was literally
awesome.
Somebody could, if there's any listener out there that does 3D printing,
silicone mold.
Yes, that would be phenomenal.
Yeah, because it doesn't need to go in an oven or anything. It just needs to be the mold.
Right.
And the thing is, what I learned, and I'm going to fuck with somebody, and not right now, but as I get up there, you can do anything as far as flavoring. It's clear. So I can make it red, but it could be like green apple flavor.
Now, what's this one?
That one's just a Christmas present. Like bow wrapped. Like the texture's good, the flavor's good. So it's learning. It's a learning process.
If you could cut the cinnamon a little bit.
I'm probably going to go 3/4 of what I did last time. So it's just not as hot.
Right. I don't think it's that hot at all.
I think that would be better in a lollipop.
Very fireballish.
You know what I'm saying? In a lollipop, I think that would be better. That amount of flavor.
Yeah.
In gummies, I think I could cut it a little bit.
Yeah.
And the apple cinnamon mix is really good.
That was awesome.
So I think right now what I'm doing is I'm going to do a batch of apple and a batch of cinnamon, and then just do like dropper half, like the worm.
Yeah.
Or other things. And then I think what I'm going to do is try one where I just do 2 drops, a little bit of apple and a little bit of cinnamon, mix it together, make it one flavor. So
how long do they take to set up, to cure?
Long time, dude. So to get them out of the mold, it was probably like a couple hours, like an hour or two, just so they gelled up. But they're so sticky.
Yeah.
Then I put them on like a cutting board, and they say you should let them sit for like 24 hours, flipping them with a fan on them. Because I mean, when they come out, it's like super glue to your finger.
Oh shit!
So like, I washed my hands and then I had water there, so I just kept.
Now, we could buy.
There's 1,000 different flavors.
Malic acid.
Yeah.
And make sour gummies.
Yeah.
The Outlaws World Sourest Gummy.
Most sour gummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of just getting the big thing is. What I didn't realize, I made one batch, and I probably threw away not a third, probably like 15% of it.
Yeah.
Because I ran out of molds.
Yeah.
Like, I have 5 molds, dude, and I ran out of molds. I'm like, I didn't realize how much it makes.
Damn. You could do like a sour raspberry in the butthole mold and call it Sal After Work.
Like licking a 9-volt.
Stick. Oh my God, my mind's everywhere. Stick cotton candy to it so it looks like a furry asshole.
Sal will be buying all our candy.
Oh yeah, you're going to be in business just from BGS.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
All of Montana is just buying it.
Right.
All the gay cowboys out there in Montana are just buying the Sal.
You know what kind of mold he's going to send you?
BG ass.
Hey, can you make this? That's Sal. It's going to take 1.5 gallons of fucking gummy.
Yeah. Well, there's got to be like a penis.
They're definitely, absolutely.
And that's, just the BGs.
Yeah.
Big guy Sal's.
Can you firm that up?
So, first foray into making
candy. Good stuff, man.
And we'll see how the lollipops go later today.
That was good. Absolutely.
I'm going to do them tonight, the lollipops.
Nice.
That's pretty much been it, man. Like I said, I went to the Christmas show last week. We didn't really talk about it because we had Dave on.
Right.
That was a fun episode.
That was.
Dave's very
really
charismatic.
Cool guy.
He's a very charismatic guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the Christmas show with the Rockettes and all that. I've never done that before. Pretty cool. You know, it was awesome. People are like, oh, I like when they shoot the cannon and all the drummer boys fall. That shit took forever. I could have taken a nap in there. I was like,
I think I went to that way back in. It would have been Christmas in '93,
like our
going into
senior
our
year.
senior year. Yeah, I remember going with.
No, our senior year would have been Christmas in '93.
Right, '93 going into '94 because
Oh, yeah.
I remember going with my father and Tony, Nikki, and Brandon. So
Apparently, it doesn't change. Like
no, it's the same.
It's the same. Some things change around
Right.
it, like or the order or
Menudo.
Yeah,
It's American Menudo.
Yeah, I don't know. But that was a very good time. Went down to Rockefeller Center, looked at the tree. It was not lit yet because they lit it like 3 days after we were down there.
Yeah.
Not nearly as impressive in person. I've seen it before, but
yeah,
not nearly as impressive in person.
Not lit.
If you look, not even not lit. It looks huge, but if you actually look at video of it, they're either shooting it from a skyscraper way over there, so it looks like a huge tree in a city, or they're shooting it from down a little bit. And if you look,
it's like when you send
here.
It's like essentially sending a dick pic.
Yeah, to get as much of it in a frame to look, it fills the frame as much as possible. Yeah, but it was not bad. Like moving around the city, Bryant Park on Saturday night. It was
all the shops open in Bryant Park.
Yeah, it was cool. What they do have down there, which is pretty cool, is they have you can get a snow globe thing that's like the size of this. It's like $400 for 4 people. Comes with like chicken fingers, blah blah blah. A couple hours for maybe like 4 hours. So it's like it's definitely feasible. And then off of it, it has a curling thing.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, so you can be out there with the Swiffers.
That's cool.
Like that'd be cool to go down. Like like a bunch of couples go down, rent one of them things, and you have the curling for the X amount of hours to play and hang out. They give you like hot chocolate, chicken fingers, and whatever.
That's
and
pretty cool.
And you have this cool little igloo and
nice.
Whatnot. That'd be cool.
Sal ruins it. He gets down to the board under the ice because he creates so much friction.
Yeah. Why are you banging on Sal so bad?
I don't know. It just came in real hot today.
You definitely did.
Oh man. It's other than that. This side, typical December week.
It's the grind right now, right?
Right.
Everybody's
Finishing up Christmas shopping. I could probably get that done today and be done, which is nice.
Yeah. I had a mistake. Not a mistake, but just so because of where I am, there's no post. You don't get post to your house.
Right.
So if it's definitely coming UPS, I can order it to my house.
Right.
But if it's not,
you have it
FedEx,
sent to your mom's,
USPS,
right?
Yeah. And I ordered my mom's Christmas present.
And she opened it?
No, well, I went to her house, but the problem was there was a picture on the box of what it was.
Ah, fuck.
So she's like, "Oh, you got this thing here." So I went in there. I'm like, "Well, Mom, it's your Christmas present." I don't know. And it just so happened that it worked out. She came home. She was freezing coming out of her day of work. And I was like, "Listen, unfortunately, you already seen it. It's your Christmas present. Do you want to use it now?" So we open it up, turned on. It's like a blanket warmer.
Yep.
And you put them in there, or towels, or a bathrobe, or whatever, and it warms them up like really good. And it worked perfectly. We put the thing in there, and then she put her blanket on. She was like, "Oh, I'm nice and warm now."
Nice.
So, but it sucked that it
came
had to
that
show
way.
up there. Yeah. Like, why would you put a fucking picture on the box?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're weird like that. It depends. Like, I've seen if you don't specify you want it in a shipping container, I've seen shit arrive like a T-shirt in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
With just the fucking sticker on it. Like,
yeah,
come on.
And then the new thing right now is they're saying Alexa's giving away like all the Christmas gifts because you get like the Alexas have the video on
right.
The video basically. They're like, "Oh, hey, you got a delivery." So you're like, "Oh, I got a delivery." You look at it and it's like, your wife bought you a fucking Joe Namath helmet, and it's a fucking Joe Namath
It's
helmet.
on there.
Yeah, you're like, what?
Fucking Alexa.
Yeah,
ruining
you know
everything.
What I mean? Like, I think some of that is gone right now.
What's that?
The joy of going out and Christmas shopping.
It is. It really is.
You know what I mean? Like, it used to be you had to go to a store and you had to find that piece of clothing, that jewelry, that perfume. Now it just comes to your door.
Well, and that's the thing. Like,
Do you think porch pirates are up like 10,000%?
oh, it has to be, has to be. Carly and I mean, it's she did this, got this app and downloaded it, Giftful,
Okay.
because it's basically you can put like your want list, and if you sign up for it, you could log on and see, okay, Journey wants this, and this.
Mhm.
And once you buy it,
It goes off the list.
you can select it so it goes off the list. They don't know who bought it. It just
But then you know you're getting it.
I don't know. I've never looked at it. Well,
It's kind of like how we
I don't
used to
think
have
I'm getting
baby
anything.
registries.
I may not be getting anything then because everything I picked so far is still on my list.
Yeah. What about that lump of coal at the bottom? Was that off?
That's there too.
Yeah.
But what I think,
Whoa.
but what I think is no. I think it stays on your list. But if I'm viewing your list, if items been purchased, there's a check mark.
So maybe it stays on your list, so you can't tell what's been bought.
Correct.
But but anybody looking at your list,
Right, can see that it's been bought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but to your point, I did her Christmas shopping in 20 minutes.
Dude, you are like coming in strong. I keep turning you down, and you just blowing my ears out. And I got my headphones turned down.
Yeah, I turned mine down too.
It's you, bro.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
I think you're way too close to that mic today.
All right, I'll back it up a little bit.
But that's the nice thing. At least then you're taking the guessing out of it. But I always like a Christmas surprise.
Right.
Like something you're not expecting,
right?
Then you get. So I don't know. It is what it is. You kind of figure it out. It's a new world, but that's what brings us into like our top 5, really.
Yeah.
This week's top 5. The top 5 Christmas traditions. And they don't have to be current. They could be, from your past or things you'd like to do again. Or
that cinnamon is wrecking me right now.
I saw you grab your stomach.
Yeah.
Is it too hot?
It's burning. You?
Yeah. Yeah. Get some. Don't you have a drink?
Yeah, I'm giant vagina right now. I don't know. It's burning.
I ate like 20 of them.
What did you do?
Morning. Yeah. I'll start. Number 5. Decorating outside, and then / going for those drives to look at lights.
Yeah.
Very disappointing. Last night went out to dinner. Came back from dinner. I'm like, let's take a ride. We'll see all the lights. No fucking lights on right now. It's crazy how certain traditions just fall. I don't understand. I just don't understand. When we were growing up, even through early parts of us having kids when they were little,
right?
Everybody had lights.
Yeah.
Everybody decorated, and it was like kind of almost like a pressure thing, right? If I decorated my house and you're my neighbor, you're like, I can't let fucking George have all the lights. I better go put something out there, right?
Right.
And then once one person on a block does it, and then the next one, and then the next one. I mean, we're here. You figure it's second week of December,
right?
And there's no lights on houses right now.
Yeah, it's weird.
Very, very, very weird.
It is weird. My number 5, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's on mine, but somewhere else. You can talk about it.
Okay.
My favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's mandatory.
Mandatory.
Yeah, mandatory.
Absolutely mandatory. I have the Moose eggnog drink. I also have a huge punch bowl. That's the Moose.
Yeah. Carly's got has Clark's pajamas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This week, I started my Advent calendar. It's National Lampoon's. So when you put it up, the house with all the lights is the backdrop.
Yeah.
And then as the front folds down, it's the front yard with all the reindeer and the squirrel and all that in it. So every day I'm pulling out like a new character.
Nice.
So I got Clark in the ski mask already.
Nice.
I got the next door neighbor, Margot. So every day it's like a new little character that you're putting out on the little in the front yard.
I'm waiting for cousin Eddie.
Yeah, I have one of those for real.
What?
He went to pay a phone bill. He'll show up like the 27th.
At Eastern States.
He'll show up at the 27th.
That's awesome.
My number 4, making the rounds like like when I had nephews and the kids, like just making the rounds to family and friends,
Yeah.
playing all the games, the board games, because a lot of families get like do a board game or something for Christmas, or the toys. Like kids have Rock Band back in the day, or Nerf guns or some shit. That I always loved that. Like
Yeah.
especially I had 4 nephews, so when they had cool toys, you go over and you shoot the shit out of them with their Nerf gun, or you play basketball, whatever. You know what I mean? Air hockey, some shit. It was always making the rounds like around Christmas time.
Nice. My number 4 would be, this goes back to the childhood years. Every Christmas Day night, my grandparents on my father's side, their best friends would come over, have an after dinner drink at their house, and then we would all go back down to my house, and my mother would and father would sit there, and we'd have to do the gift showing, like what did everybody get today?
Yeah.
And they would sit and enjoy, and it was always the way we ended up Christmas night.
And you were an only child, so you're out there posing with every little pajama thing, like
yeah,
like the brother from
absolutely
A Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
I can't put my arms down.
yeah, and it's funny because it was my they're both long deceased now, but my grandmother's best friend Rosemary, I called her Mimi. She was always my, like, when I went out to dinner with my grandparents on Saturday nights, it was always with Rosemary and Ed.
Yeah.
But I had to sit next to Mimi because that was my date for the night. It was just, that's the way it was. So it was always cool, looking forward to it. I can, guarantee seeing them on Christmas Day.
That's cool. My number 3, you partook in it just a minute ago. Every year, this time of year, I always make candy, make some kind of a snack, come up with a new punch. It's always something new. I always try to just do. Like one year, I did like a chili roast, like a sweet chili roasted walnuts, almonds, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, "What was the recipe to that?" I wish I wrote it down somewhere.
Just try it.
Done monkey bread. This year I did candies, and I'm going to do, like I said, lollipops later. I know last year I did like a Christmas punch that was like it was raspberries, raspberry sherbet, Pepsi, not Pepsi, 7-Up, and something else. You know what I mean? But like it's every year I come up with like
something
some new
different
Christmas
to try.
punch. Just try.
Yeah.
Just try it. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
All right. My number 3. This was, again, going back to my childhood. Mid-afternoon on Christmas Eve, we would be at my grandparents' house, my father's parents, and it was always customary to around 2:30 that day. We would put on a Christmas album, like a 33. Yeah. Yep. Usually Perry Como, and have shrimp cocktail.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was.
Do you find yourself buying shrimp cocktail now and reminiscing a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Christmas Day. Yeah. That's the stuff,
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's how the day progressed. It was Christmas as a kid. You're waking up Christmas Eve, and the day seems like it's going to take forever.
Mm-hmm.
So in the morning, a lot of it would have been like last minute gift wrapping and stuff like that, which led to mid-afternoon shrimp cocktail, which led to going home, getting showered and dressed to go to my other grandparents for Christmas Eve dinner, which is...
Christmas is so fucking magical when you're a kid.
It is.
Because everywhere you go, people are just stopping.
You remember every little thing.
Yeah. Mine very much consisted of Christmas Eve. Christmas Day sucked for me, usually. Because my dad was a night owl, so like Santa came at 1:30 in the morning so he could go to bed.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Day was me waiting for him to get up or begging him to put together shit that I would have at my birthday in July that still wasn't put together.
Oh.
So this.
Did you ever have the disappearing present?
Yeah.
Like you you got it, but then you can't fucking find it?
Yeah, where'd that go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This. Like when my kids were little, anything they got, I opened and put together that morning for them.
I remember doing bikes and scooters and shit the night before and leaving them in your garage and having to drive down and pick them up to bring them home. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's that stuff, right? Like my dad would just. I got a cool picture, and it's my dad with a Jets hat on, sitting next to the tree, and it must be like 1 o'clock in the morning, right before like we all went out there. And my mom's tree always had 8 million pounds of tinsel on it.
Yeah.
So I was like, and he's got like a cigarette in his hand, and it's like this close to the freaking tree, and I'm just like, whoo.
There's almost a 5 alarm every year.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh God.
My number 2 is watching Christmas movies all month long. So 2 nights ago, I watched Frosty. Yesterday, I watched Charlie Brown, and then I'll find something today.
Yeah.
And then I usually build it up to Christmas Vacation, which is my favorite.
Yeah.
And that'll hit like soon this week, and then I'll watch it probably 3 more times before Christmas.
We went and saw Red One on.
How was it?
Awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's good.
Different take on a Christmas movie. Very good.
Was that
very cool?
Well, was Jack Black in that one?
No, it's The Rock.
Billy Bob Thornton?
No, The Rock. J.K. Simmons plays Santa.
Uh-huh.
The Rock. And who the fuck is his? Oh, Chris. Captain America. Chris.
Oh yeah, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. Yeah.
And what exactly is it about?
All right, so Chris Evans is a scumbag. Really, no, he's like a guy for hire that can track and find anybody. So he gets.
Don't give away the whole thing. Just,
right.
Yeah.
So he gets hired to do this job, and long story short, he doesn't realize what he's doing. It ends up leading to Santa Claus being kidnapped.
Oh, okay.
So now, The Rock is the head of North Pole Security, and it's his job to find Santa.
Oh, that's cool.
And use Chris Evans.
And it's in the theater now.
It's in the theater now.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little over 2 hours. Great movie.
Good.
Yep.
Fun,
yeah, absolutely. Good. We were the only ones in the theater.
Yeah.
Went over to see it in Red Hook Sunday night, and it was it was cool.
Nice. And are you up to 2?
Two. Yep. Christmas Eve at my other grandparents'. That was we get down there, and it was funny because my mother's full-blooded Italian. My mother's grandfather was my mother's father. My grandfather Dave was full-blooded Hungarian. So he would do his little things of Hungarian hors d'oeuvres. So it was always like a kielbasa with pickled horseradish and all this other stuff.
And then fish in a can.
And then more, no surströmming, none. Oh, but he ate the weirdest shit. He loved head cheese and fucking pig knuckles. And
hey, Sal loves head cheese too.
He does. He's a big fan of head cheese.
Yeah.
Which then it was the traditional Italian dinner, presents there, and I gotta say that's where
they do the 12 fishes or whatever.
She really didn't. It was shrimp cocktail again, so it was double dipping on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
But she would do lasagna. The only fish she would do would be the spaghetti with garlic and oil and anchovy.
Purple Rain 81's family?
Yeah, it does them all.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Christina's mom used to do, when we had our big Christmas Eves there, she always
30 people at a table cutting shit. I'm like, what is it? And I don't do fish. So.
And that was the best part of the next morning. It's funny because the fridge can only store so much. So my father-in-law, Rich, he used to use the grill as more storage because at that time of year, it's fucking sub-zero. So you're pulling in fried calamari that's out in a bag on inside the grill. Yeah. It always works. But then I got to say, my grandmother was always the queen of presents are done. Oh, wait. There might be one more. Yeah.
And that was usually your best one, right?
Yeah. I remember my 10th grade year. It was early. I got that thing early. My class ring.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was one.
That's cool.
The Swatch watch one year when swatches were huge. Yeah. That was one.
You were a spoiled little bitch.
I was an absolute spoiled little rotten motherfucker. So, yeah. And then occasionally, the few years that I lived there, and that was later in my life. I was probably 18 until I got married. Those 3 years, I go to midnight mass with her.
Yeah.
So that always sucked.
Midnight mass. I've seen somebody pass
brutal,
out.
Bro. Brutal.
Cold at midnight mass.
Yeah.
A girl in the choir was singing, all of a sudden, boom. I was like, No, like locked her knees or something and then passed out. Yep.
Throwing up the gang
Yeah,
signs.
it was bad. And then my number one, and I don't know if you'd guess this, is every Christmas, whenever I have my kids, because once you're split up, it's never the same.
Yeah.
Is the eggnog French toast with my kids.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I make them eggnog French toast every Christmas, and I enjoy that time. And, as recent, it's disbanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Summer wasn't here last year, so it's crazy to how much it starts to fade. And that's why I like traditions are traditions. Like I'll always make it for somebody on Christmas morning.
And it's now your number one is pretty much my number one too. It's Christmas, our pizza dinners with the kids.
Yeah.
So in fact, the group text is going right now as to trying to pick the day that we're going to do it, because it's like the weekend before Christmas. Hannah's got stuff going on.
Wait. We skipped over something big today.
We did?
Yeah. There's something new that happened. A big congratulations to Chris and Hannah.
Oh yeah.
They closed on their house.
Yes, they did.
They're homeowners.
They are.
So are they gonna host Christmas this year?
No, because they're I don't think the work's gonna be
they won't be like in.
Chris's goal is to be in for Christmas, to actually get a tree up in time. I know they're tearing out carpets this weekend because.
Well, that's the thing. You come in, you don't know if somebody had dogs in there, pissed all over the
Well,
place.
that's the thing. They got in.
You want to put your own shit.
He said it was just dirty.
Yeah.
So they're doing the floors and they're painting before they move in, which is a smart move. Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't have to rush yourself in there,
right.
Get everything kind of situated, then bring your shit in.
Yeah. So that being said, even if it was time wise because it wasn't gonna work out, so we just figured we'd do it out again, which is fine. So I think we're settling.
So that's the group text. You're figuring out where you're gonna have pizza.
Well, we know we're gonna go to Savona's on Morton. That's where we kind of started the tradition a few years back, and we're gonna do it on the 29th. Yeah. This way, there's no pressure.
Especially when it's nice when everybody can be there. You know what I mean? You figure it all out. I had friends that did Christmas the week after. They said they never had to worry about not finding the gift. The go-to gift. I mean, to me, it is what it is. It's days supposed to be on the day.
Yeah.
But as you get older, you realize, like, can you get to town? And then, like, you have a son who's with somebody. So, like, then, you know what I mean? I have a daughter that's married.
Both sons.
But you know what I mean? Like, once they start getting married and stuff, they got obligations to go see.
And I called Max this morning because I wanted to find out, something. Like, they're simple at this age. What do you want? We need money. Okay. Not a problem.
I'll never do money. I'll never do money. Nope.
But I still make sure they get something in addition too.
Yeah.
And that's what I was calling to find out. So,
I need my bills paid. Nope.
He's got to do stuff with Megan's family.
Yeah.
I know Chris and Hannah are going to have to do stuff with Christina and do stuff with her family. So I figured that the weekend after is just
just our situation. Once we become grandparents, they got to come to us. Right. And they got to go to their mom, right?
Yeah.
Then they got to go to her mom, and depending on the person, it might be her mom and then her dad. You know what I mean?
Right.
There could be 4 sets of grandparents.
Right.
For one kid.
Right. That's why
a lot of
taking the pressure off and not
doing it
not
later.
trying to squeeze it in.
Yeah.
I think it's probably better. So the 2 traditions that they weren't very long lasting traditions, and I'm glad. Going back to when I was a kid, my grandparents would go, my mom's parents, a few years they went to Arizona, and they would leave in December and come back in February. They'd stay with my uncle. The years they did that, we ended up doing Christmas like the second week of December, which just seemed way too
early, yeah.
And then the other one was a few Christmases, my grandmother, for whatever reason, she's like, I don't want to cook this year. So we went out for dinner on Christmas Eve. And I was never a fan of that.
One huge one that my dad always did is he would take the entire family to the buffet.
Right.
Like the week leading up to Christmas. It was mostly like the 23rd, you know what I mean? But there'd be 20 people in there, 20-something people, and he would take everybody out. Cousin Eddie would be back from paying his phone bill, or just the day before he left to go pay it.
In June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, everybody would show up, and it was just a way that you got to see everybody without the pressure of getting to everybody, right?
Cousin Eddie actually came up in conversation at work recently.
Oh boy, I don't even want to know.
No, you do, because Kyle knows Cousin Eddie.
Oh, Kyle's related to Cousin
Right,
Eddie.
that's how we got into it.
Yeah. But on the other side of that, one tradition, and you see it on TV every year, guarantee. I mean, there's plenty, right? Like Frosty and Rudolph, and these are traditions that we should never let go. The show I went to see down at Rockefeller Center, right? The lighting of the tree,
Right?
All those. One that you probably don't even.
And to me, that all starts with the parade on Thanksgiving.
Correct. That's the kickoff.
Yeah.
Right. But the one that you probably don't even realize that's a yearly tradition: hash trucks.
Yeah.
And for a long time, every year I had a new hash truck. And the fucking shit part about hash trucks was they never wanted you to play with them
because they thought they'd be
right.
Yeah.
You're like, gotta leave it in the box. I think
some of the originals are worth some money.
And I think I blew the fucking wheel off of one like first minute out of the box. So but do not let your traditions die. This era right here with these things, it is no good. It's stripping down all the things that made family important and all the cool things.
Yeah.
Because these kids don't understand, right? Like we didn't understand. One day you're going to be looking back at it and you're going to go, man, they were really the good times.
Right.
And not the worn out shit times.
Right. And listen, and then when you get to the stages in life that our kids are at, it's tough to back off, but you gotta let them develop their traditions too.
Right. Let them build their own.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then you just can get incorporated. So.
Yep. Yeah.
And this is going to take us right into
5 crazy questions via Winnie. Are these Christmas editions?
They are.
All right. So cool. We kept it pretty good then.
We did.
Yeah.
Number 1, have you ever regifted a present? And if so, what was it?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know. Something you gave me, I gave to somebody else. Now, remember the guy when it was like wasn't it old school? They gave him like a bread maker.
Yes.
And he got regifted.
It got over and over again.
I gave you this.
And then he looked all shameful at it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure, like something you probably gotten from a Christmas party that you just had one of extra.
Right.
Or a candle or something, and you're like, oh man, we're going to Winnie's ugly sweater party.
Fuck.
Fuck. Yeah. And you gift it. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Everybody's done it. I don't know
somebody
somebody who hasn't done that.
Exactly. Number 2, which holiday movie character do you relate to the most?
Clark Griswold.
Yeah?
Yeah, you want everybody, right? I want everybody at my house. I want everybody. I would love to host Christmas like that, right?
Right.
At the same time, all the aggravation. Every piece. The asshole neighbor, the uncle that shits on you, the in-laws that don't approve of you.
Right.
Right? The kids that are unappreciative of all you're trying to do. The boss that doesn't fucking honor your work,
right.
And at the end you're just like, oh my God, but you're just trying to hold, and the whole time he's doing it so that he can put a pool in for his whole family to come enjoy.
Right.
And then the cousin who comes up with his motorhome and sleeps in your driveway. Right. Shitter was full.
That's right. Yeah. We even when
who
we were
would be yours?
When we were Herbie, maybe
Herbie
from Rudolph.
I don't even know who's Herbie.
The elf. The one that wanted to be the dentist.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You wanted to be a dentist?
No. I just he was kind of like
a different elf?
A different character, yeah.
So what were you going to say?
I was going to say, like, even when we were doing our friends' Christmas parties way back in the day,
yeah.
Husey was our cousin Eddie.
Yeah, 100%.
Who else shows up with a fucking remote control cat?
Yeah. I mean, we did, and dude, that's the thing that I miss. My house was the party house.
Yeah, it was.
Always. We'd have... And everybody's kids.
I remember having a rush to finish getting it painted.
Yes.
So we could have that the very first party.
And then you remember when I had the house over by R&R Cycle.
Yeah.
We had the basement where all the kids were down playing ping pong and pool and everybody. I mean, that place was loaded to the gills with kids.
Yep.
And what was cool is we all asked around. Every kid put something on a list, and everybody bought a gift. So every kid had a gift under the tree. And there was, you got to figure, there's a conga line of kids, and there's got to be like 20 kids in the picture. I got a picture of it. It should probably come to my memory soon.
Nice.
But we love that, man. That was the time. Like, our house was the party house. Like, my house was always the party house.
Yeah.
And I miss that in these last 5 years since I've been in like this little apartment. Like,
yeah.
I want to host people. I want everybody there. Again, Clark Griswold, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Number 3. What's the strangest thing you've ever used to wrap a gift?
I'm sure like newspaper, right? You get stuck in a situation where you don't have anything, right? Fuck tape. Just
straight tape.
Yeah, just taping it and going, well, you'll figure it out. You know, you'll
get to the center of it at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think
we've all Frankenstein gift wrapped something with like different sheets of paper.
Yeah, like you get done with it and you're like, oh, I got nothing left. Well, there's a grocery bag. You rip a piece off.
Slide it in and try to tape over it.
I think I've even used like like flannel or something like to wrap something in something just to make it look presentable.
A Jamesway bag.
Yeah, Jamesway.
All right, number 4. What's your favorite bad holiday movie? Like it's pretty cheesy, but you still have to watch it.
I think A Christmas Story is bad. It's bad. It's kind of a cheesy, dumpy, shitty movie, but it's got Fragile and all this other stuff, right? If it's not like it's a great movie,
right?
You know what I mean? It's pretty cheesy. Bad Santa.
Yeah, I would probably go with Christmas Story too.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of cheesy. Have you ever seen 8-Bit Christmas?
I have not.
It's pretty good. It came out on Max a couple years ago. Doogie Howser is the main guy.
Oh, really?
And he's trying to explain to his son. Back in his day, somebody had the Nintendo glove, the Power Glove.
Oh my god!
And it's all about like going back to the '80s. It's really cool. It's actually pretty good.
No, I'll have to try to find that.
8-Bit Christmas. One I did watch last weekend.
Anything on Hallmark, is gonna be cheesy.
But somehow they're good.
You watched them, yeah.
Yeah, I watched one with LL Cool J and and Queen Latifah. Yeah, I know Highland, and we're in the LL Cool J studio. Oh my god, Last Christmas I think it was called.
Okay.
It was Queen Latifah thought they misdiagnosed her. She thought she had a few weeks to live, so she like went to this resort and did this whole whole thing. It was actually a pretty good movie. I'd never seen it before. I don't even know if it's a Christmas movie, but I know there was snow.
There's snow in it. It's a winter movie.
So I'm assuming that it was a Christmas movie.
All right. And number 5, what's your favorite holiday song and most hated holiday song?
Most hated holiday song is Dominic the Donkey.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Yeah, you guys and that stupid...
Chickadee chig,
it's just
Dominic
annoying.
the Donkey.
It's annoying. So is Mariah Carey.
That's my most hated.
And my favorite is, I like does Dean Martin sing that one? Oh, fuck. Well, I like that, and I like the main song from National Lampoon's is one of my favorite Christmas songs.
Okay.
Yeah, something Christmas Vacation it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. But there's another one. And Michael Bublé, anything he sings Christmas-wise is...
Yeah, I go back. I'll venture back to the...
Last Christmas with Wham.
Oh.
That's Sal.
That's definitely Sal's.
Last Christmas.
I gave you my butt.
Yeah.
The very
next day you gave it away.
Oh, he gets lambasted every episode.
Every episode.
I think he loves it.
He does. Pay up your fucking sponsorship fee.
He's definitely he's using it to get a lawyer on retainer to sue us for defamation of character.
He's already told us he's going to sue us.
Yeah, we're getting sued by Sal.
Yeah. Whatever. It's worth it.
It is.
Yeah. All right, that's it for 5
You realize there's I don't know. I'll say, well, conservatively, there's probably a couple 100,000 people out in the world that really think Sal is this giant gay guy.
I know, and if you see him, he kind of does look it.
Well, he tucks in his t-shirts.
Yeah.
And he has the Joe
There's
Swanson.
an appropriate time to tuck in t-shirts,
Right.
like cold weather. You're wearing a sweatshirt over it, but not just going to a football game.
From behind, that picture you sent me that
Yeah.
day, he had the Peter Griffin who lost weight physique.
Yeah, you said that before.
With the shirt tucked in. It was great.
Shoulder blades, the calves.
That's it. One straight line.
That was the name of our thing.
No S at all.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's move along. Over and under, as we have done before, Winnie's favorite song. It is a catchy song.
It's very.
People singing that to us at work. Like, you assholes. All right, number one, real Christmas trees.
Underrated.
I agree.
Listen, for the trouble,
for vacuuming up pine needles and all that, I get it.
Listen, if you have hardwood floors or laminate floors, they're fine.
Yeah.
It was having carpeting.
Mm-hmm.
And then in fucking Easter, you're going to put out Easter decorations and you're still sucking up needles.
Or you get stabbed in the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The smell, the look.
The look, cutting it down, the finding one. Christmas trees aren't supposed to be perfect, right?
Yep, exactly.
Is that not the whole thing behind Charlie Brown?
Right.
Right? He's got this goofy tree, and then Linus puts the blanket around, they throw some stuff on it, and they make it look great.
That's it,
right? They're always like, oh, it's got a bald spot, it's got this, it's got that, but,
fill it, do like D, and fill it in with tinsel.
Tinsel. Yeah, I don't even see tinsel.
I don't know, yeah.
That's like an old thing. There used to be 8 million boxes of tinsel.
Dude,
talk about something that'll ruin a vacuum.
Oh, forget about it.
My dad used to lose his fucking mind. He'd be out there with a sheetrock knife, cutting all the tinsel.
Or from around the friggin', Oh, yeah. But think of the world's biggest fire hazard is that Christmas tree on the 28th. Yeah. It's dry as fuck, covered in tinsel. The lights are probably like 3 days from shorting out.
Yep.
And Big George is sitting there smoking a fucking Pall Mall next to it. No,
Marlboro Red.
Oh, big Marlboro Red. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because no water's been put in that motherfucker.
No, that thing...
And, dude, this is no bullshit. For years in my house, if you would have went in, because we used to... Most years we put it in front of the front door.
Yeah, I remember where it was. Right.
And in other years, where that like half wall was, that had like the
slanted... Yeah.
Yeah. So if you looked in either of those corners, until the day like I moved out of that house.
Right.
There was 4 eyelets that used to hold a Christmas tree up where my dad would tie it off.
So it couldn't tip?
Yeah, because, back then you only had, like, the fucking stupid, they didn't have the drill hole bottom one.
Right, you just had the pressure thing. That was it.
Yeah, so he would always have it tied off to these every fucking year, dude. And every year he'd go out the front door, plug the light in, like, unplug the light bulb, plug the Christmas lights in and flip the switch on and go, hey, the lights are up, D. They never came down for the year before.
That is perfect.
Yeah, he'd be out there. He'd put hooks. He was the master of.
He's Griswold before Griswold.
Yeah. Instead of stapling it, he put eye hooks so he could just ring them all on.
Right.
And then they'd be there. And then if it was bad, like hey, the lights went bad, he would just take that whole rung off and put a whole nother rung. Just right back up. They're already up there.
Yo, whatever, man. It works. Genius engineering.
Yeah. That's what we'll call it.
Yes.
Number 2, eggnog.
Love it. Underrated.
Yeah, underrated. Even if it's only seasonal for this time of year.
Yeah.
Gotta have it.
Yep.
And I always have to have it in my moose cup, my moose mug.
There you
go. Number 3, good wrapping paper.
Underrated.
100%. You get that 22 yards for $1.50. That shit's no good. You're gonna put the scissor to it, and you're gonna take off like a whole chunk.
Oh, it's good. You get the little the best paper is the one where you put the edge of the scissor.
And
it's the most satisfying thing.
It sounds good.
It does, and then you get that fucking fuck. You go a little bit for fuck.
You cut it, and it rips that way. Good wrapping paper, underrated, and it should almost have like a texture of, almost like a shopping bag.
Yeah, it's got to be dense.
It's got to be
heavy.
like a little, good thick wrapping paper.
Oh god, bad wrapping paper is so frustrating.
It's so bad.
It tears that way.
It does. Like you're going north and south.
It's
and
going
that
east
fucker went
west.
straight west.
Oh shit.
All right, number 4, Christmas caroling.
Overrated.
Overrated. I think that was a thing that had its time.
Yeah, it's well past.
We have TVs now, and Alexas that can play music for you.
Right.
I do not mind it, like when a school will do it and kids will go out and do it. But like, I don't want to see a bunch of strangers in fucking pea coats standing up in front of the
Oh, that's fucking great.
With a fucking top hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Bang.
No, that's where you come out and you fire the fucking bad wrapping paper tube at them. All right, number 5.
Oh my god, that's so awesome.
Christmas cards, family Christmas cards.
Oh, I don't want to see a fucking kid all year long. Overrated.
I agree, overrated.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind it when it's family far away.
Right.
But when
I don't care if it's my kids, fine.
Yeah.
But I want to see fucking little Joey Jr. You know, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't need it. I see some family's ugly kid on my fucking refrigerator forever.
Forever.
Then they come over and they get upset. Like,
when it's not
did you
there.
get my Christmas card with a picture of our family? I'm like, yeah, I looked at it and threw it in the garbage.
Thanks.
Why? Like, I don't want to fucking look at
what's I going to do with that?
Yeah.
You're wearing ugly fucking sweaters and a tree background.
I get it when people are a new family and they do
Right.
it and they got like little toddlers.
Right.
When them kids get to be like 5 or 6 years old, don't fucking send me that card.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to see you dressed up in your fucking sweaters and matching and all that. Get the fuck out of here.
Save that for the fucking mantle in your own house.
Yeah. All right, number 6. I did 7, like a lucky number 7.
All right.
Number 6, Elf on the Shelf.
When the kids were younger, underrated.
I'll say overrated. I've never done it for my kids. I know my ex did it, but yeah. The only thing I say underrated for, I'll say overrated personally. Underrated for all the cool ways parents come up with it and put it on.
Yeah.
Like TikTok.
Chris took it to another level this year. He bought Snoop on a Stoop.
Oh, yeah.
He's got that one.
Yeah, have you seen the Mensch on the Bench?
No.
Yeah, they have all these kind of things.
Oh, God, I got to find it.
They had Farley on a Harley.
Yeah, there was an Uncle Junior one, but what the hell was the bottom part? Because I know exactly what they were going for with it.
Yeah, you probably don't want to say it.
I'm not going to say it on the air.
Yeah.
I got to find it. I laughed instantly when I saw it because I knew exactly what it was.
Yeah. All right, so you're going underrated.
Yeah.
Elf on the Shelf. All right, and lastly, number 7, opening stockings.
Overrated.
Overrated,
yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Were you not a stocking guy?
Not really. It's always going to be toothbrushes, deodorant.
That's the underrated part. It's all the shit that you need that you didn't get.
No, I'm usually well over.
Razors.
I'm usually well overstocked on that to where I don't need it.
Yeah, see, I like a stocking. And, not for nothing, where else do you get the fucking Lifesavers book?
In the book?
That's true. With the butter rum.
Yeah.
And the cherry flavor, just a whole pack of cherries.
Butter rum is ass the rest of the year, but it's okay at Christmas.
It's great at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're still going overrated, huh?
Okay, yeah, I'm still going.
I always try and hide like one kind of decent present in the stocking. So,
all right,
and that's if I even do Christmas this year.
Yeah,
because all my shit's in my attic that I can't climb up into.
Oh,
that I've asked my son to come over numerous times. Can you just go in the fucking attic and put the box of Christmas shit down?
Yeah,
that's it. I'll take care of all the other shit. I just need somebody that's way taller than me to jump up and I could get Cousin Eddie to come down and do it.
You put a balloon up there.
That'll be for Easter.
You tie a phone, for the Easter stuff. Tie a phone bill to the balloon and send it up there.
Yeah, you were there for that.
I was.
He climbed to the top of that pavilion,
like fucking Spider-Man.
That's it. That's it for over under. By the way.
All right.
No. We can continue that conversation. Yeah. I just want to make sure.
He scaled that bitch like Peter Parker.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything for Rabbit Hole or no?
Nothing great.
Nothing. We'll hold off.
Yeah, we can hold off on that.
Uh,
This is just a fun episode.
This was a
Keep it
fun
the way it
episode.
is.
We're going to do this as our Christmas episode,
Yep.
even though it's early. And then we will have, I think, one more episode, which will be our wrap up.
Yep.
So next week will be our wrap up episode. So this will come out on
12th.
This will come out on the 12th. Our wrap up episode will be the 19th. And then we'll be off until probably like January 9th or so.
Okay.
That'll give us a good 3 weeks-ish to come up with something. We just need to recharge the battery. So far this year, we've done 47 episodes. So
nice.
We took off for Thanksgiving for the first time.
Right.
Which, hey, it is what it
Work
is.
happens.
Right. And then we'll do 48 episodes. So 4 weeks in a year that we took off.
Yep.
The last 2 weeks of the year, Thanksgiving, and I think the first week of last year.
But we went live from England.
We went live from England. Our Super Bowl party on the other side of the year. Well, we got to really get working on that again.
Yep.
That'll be every year. That's
always fun.
Yep. We'll fill the house there again. Yeah. And next year, hopefully, we get a whole bunch more sponsors on board. I'm sure Moranthi will be back.
Yeah.
We might have guilted BGS into never coming back.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Fuck them guys. But this is a fun episode. Christmas. How was the gummies?
Fuck them guys.
Gummies were good?
They were damn good.
They bothered your stomach, but you polished the rest of them.
I had to. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're good and flavorful.
Burns again. But it's worth it.
Yeah. Anything else out there?
That's it.
No, I hope everybody, if you don't tune in for our wrap up for the year, hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the time with your family. Don't fight over dumb shit. It is what it is.
Yep.
Enjoy your time.
The bullshit will be there come January 1. Enjoy time with your family.
Yep. You want to take us home?
Absolutely. For GMAC, this is Winnie. This has been the Outlaw Blitz podcast. Merry Christmas, and we'll be back soon. Take it easy.